Saturday. Somewhere in the world. That's right. We go early. I have a few trailers for people. Why not? Oh, okay. You know you want some. Episode 933 today. We talked to Apex Comics. Release show. We'll be hidden in the background. Apex After Dark later tonight. I will be co-hosting.
Our brethren are already in the field. Channel. Why stand we here idle? What is it the gentlemen wish? What would they have? Is life so dear, or peace so sweet? Has to be purchased at the price of chains and slavery?
Hell,
forbid it.
One man arm.
I know not what course others. As for me, give me liberty or give me death.
Yeah. Brought to you by exclusively on Fembat Comic. Buy it today or pay more later. Just saying. Hell Shadow Hawk. Hey, Apex. You white nipple, you. Okay, nothing. Wow.
Hey, sorry about that. Hey, what's up?
Well, we did have Apex Comics on, but I'll just kick him to
now. We got a white nipple.
Now we got a white nipple and I'll kick his ass. Homer Glitch in the house. Hey, Homer. And
hey, Homer.
Hell the Mighty. Oh, here he is.
Homer been working overtime, man, cranking out some great Shadow Hawk.
Get about it. Don't forget about it. Hey, what's
Get
up?
about
What's your boy? Hey,
Get
forget
about it.
Apex, hey, forget
Hey,
about
Shadow Hawk. Hey, Rex, what's happening? Hey,
Hey, you got a cool.
Hey, real cool. Hey, hail to the chat. Hey, chat. What's up? Hey.
Good to see you, Apex. We will be on later at Apex After Dark on Apex's channel.
Oh, thanks for the warning.
Yeah,
I know. Well, we have to give you hours and hours of enjoyment or heads up.
Exactly. Yeah.
still playing this from Dropbox, but Apex's new trailer by
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Cool.
Groovy.
Big screen.
On the choppy up theater.
You can't go big screen in Dropbox.
Yeah, to the side.
Can you?
Yeah, to the side.
Can't
Right hand
find a
side.
button.
North side.
No, it's not there.
No. The outside button.
I could
The one
rotate.
that's white. Or white.
Yeah, I could rotate.
Right. Oh, is that what that is? Oh, God.
Where?
All right.
To the right.
Oh, God.
I don't know where I'm going. Got it all broke down here. Okay, all right. So what are you telling me? Where is the button?
That was like the lower right corner.
Right, it usually is there, but not in Dropbox.
Oh, that's what. Oh, dang, Dropbox.
Nothing ever comes up. Yeah.
Oh, never
Otherwise,
mind.
I would have done so.
I know. I've been trying to download it on Fund My Comics. Somehow I keep failing at it, so I got to contact Luke and say, what's the deal? I can't put my trailer on my own campaign. Yeah.
Very, very groovy trailer, though.
Thank you.
And now I've got it going.
Yeah.
Worse than all. Oh, I see what I did. So you can edit. You can edit in Dropbox here. How much you see, and I put the bar all the way over to the left. Okay, let's try this again.
All right. Hey, Omer Glitch, what's happening?
Bring it up again. Speaking of Omer, Omer, we will have an Omer Glitch art reveal here in a little bit.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, Omer's been kicking some ass, brother.
He is, man. He's very
busy with the pencil.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right, let's try this again.
There you go.
Nice and cool and copacetic. And always groovy on the 4 o'clock channel.
Groovy, man. God, groovy.
Sound effects are great.
Yeah, I love it.
Damn boomers. Will you come in here and tell us how to do it, Homer? And I'm not a boomer. I'm a first year Gen X. Thank you very much.
I'm a true boomer. I am a boomer.
You probably say same thing. Yeah, you are a boomer.
That's right.
Right at the end of it.
Yeah.
When people stopped having fun, started doing drugs. and dancing in go-go places and getting bit by vampires.
Yes.
See what I did there at Circle Back. Did a Jim Stockton.
You did.
Oh yeah. Now I have references for Fembat. I'll be attempting to do some Fembat head sketches.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So if you're lucky, you might get one on my campaign. Maybe. Because
Wow.
he will be in the book as a cameo character. I see nothing wrong with that.
I'm trying to figure out a
Hey, Abby.
first tier. I'm under my campaign stretch goals. I need to have $1,000 stretch goal when we make the 1,000.
You do.
I really do.
Wow.
Yeah.
I kind of like threw the stone a little too far on the other one, so I'm thinking about like everyone gets a free black and white print. Or something.
Oh, I see what you're saying. A stretch goal. Okay.
Stretch goal, yeah.
I was thinking tiers, which over there on Find My Comic, you don't think tiers anyway.
I will be revealing a tier idea on Apex After Dark tonight. So I have a great idea for a tier.
Wow.
It's like a gimme. That idea was like a gimme. I was looking at Cecil's campaign. I was like, oh, light bulb hit right there. It's like
I was in Cecil's chat yesterday, and he actually highlighted one of my comments.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
I liked Cecil. He's cool.
I came in right at the end. He was auctioning off some Captain America comics.
Oh, yeah.
The 70s.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Cecil. He's all right.
Yeah,
I
he's
just
funny,
noticed Abby, toward her nose there had a little, I don't know what you call it, almost, black, almost like, I mean, just like her nose color. I guess like a little skin tag or a wart or something coming up
Oh,
there, and now it's gone. So I
oh,
guess she
good.
either scratched it off or it fell off, and it's been up
Well,
there
that's good.
for I don't know, a couple months maybe,
I think it fell off.
probably. Yeah,
Oh,
she
Omer's going
probably
to do.
scratched it off.
Omer
It wasn't
says,
much
"I'm."
hanging.
Omer says, Yeah, he's going to attempt to do more Fembat boob sketches. You should, Omer.
Can never have too many Fembat boob sketches.
No, cannot. In fact, I've been doing some sketching myself, doing some card sketches here. Here's some pencils.
Oh,
Very cool.
Yeah.
wow! Put an
Oh,
eye
yeah,
out.
there you go.
Put an eye out.
Coming right at you.
Coming right at you. Flying
Is
over.
she diving in the water, or is she just like in the air, or what?
She's in the air. She's flying in the air.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's like flying at you right here.
She's coming right for us.
I know, man. She looks like a go-go porn star. I mean,
I
Yeah.
love it.
oh God, he's the only one that would take that as a compliment and get excited.
Thank you. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I've created an awesome character.
You
I
need
love it.
okay.
Yeah, you
if you're
do.
gonna, all right. If you're gonna go that far, then put her on a pole,
Hail Helder.
Yeah, you never know, man.
a pole dancer. Well,
But
I mean,
That's
I don't know
different
if she
from
was.
No.
In go-go dancing, they used to have. I guess they used to have poles, but they had cages as well.
Hey, cages. Yeah.
Little dance spots, that you danced in that were kind of caged in.
Right. So
Yeah.
go-go dancer and a stripper are two different professions because
Oh,
go-go's
definitely.
it's more innocent. You're just dancing on the stage, entertaining.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that
playing
was
music.
that was nearly 60 years ago, Apex.
Yeah.
Come on.
I've heard there's still go-go clubs in the United States and
Yeah,
around
there
the
are.
world. That's
Okay,
unbelievable. I didn't know that.
Here's an idea for you, Apex, okay?
Yeah.
On characterization. Introduce a female character or a male character, whatever you feel comfortable with drawing. Maybe two, right? Of somebody she knew back when. And then that way you have a visual
I
comparison.
watched you go around a couple of times. I was like, you're getting dizzy there.
Okay, I'm going to mute
Yeah.
him just for a second. Okay, so then you have a visual comparison
Mhm.
of what Fembat would possibly look like, right? In the
Right.
present,
Mhm.
nearly 60 years later.
Exactly.
Just a suggestion, put in a secondary
I'm-
character that
oh, yeah.
actually ages,
I do have that detective guy toward the end.
And then if they die off, hey, it's no biggie. They're old.
They're old.
They're old, right?
Now you remember when you read Fembat, the last 6 pages, there's a detective there that happened to know her way back when, but I'm not going to reveal it.
Right.
Guys, back Fembat today, and then you guys will have it in the mail. I'm starting shipping around July 23rd. So
Back it twice. Back it 3 times.
Okay.
3
So
times,
you're thinking about you're thinking about
there'll be additional
yeah.
characters that knew her back in the go-go days. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I have one character toward the end of the book. Rex. He's a detective. He's a commissioner, a police commissioner. But I don't want to reveal that. So.
Right. Okay. Well, I don't know why you brought it up.
Well, I just did.
Okay. Well, I know
His
you
name,
did.
his name is Commissioner Hardon.
Oh my God. Okay. You want me to kick him like that? I will. Omer glitches pencils down sketch. He says, time to get the lead out. Very nice. With
That's
a little
cool.
shadow hawk on the corner.
I like that. That
On
is
the shoulder.
awesome. Good job,
Yeah.
Homer.
Yeah, it's old Shadowhawk up and coming and quickly to be
That
the
looks
number
like-
one character in CG. Yeah.
It's right.
The mighty battle brick, a creation of mine, although he's put a cape and a face on it. Mighty battle brick. And a sidekick Blackhawk. He called him Blackhawk.
Blackhawk. There's already a Blackhawks in DC. Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't start out at DC though, and this one will really grab you.
Oi, oi, Gary.
Oh, Bog.
Oh,
that's
nice.
That bog
That's
out.
nice.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
cool,
Ooh,
dude.
good job, Homer. Hell yeah.
Mhm.
Great job.
Oh, that'd be dope.
I like his texturing and his bog face.
Oh yeah,
It's good.
you can have fun with him.
He
Oop.
is very talented.
Carrie in the house, oi 7
Oh,
oi,
that's
and if I
nice.
didn't say so, hello 6480 Howler.
Thanks, Halder 64. Halder, hell.
Oh
how you
wait,
doing?
I kicked him and I meant to embiggen.
Aw,
There we go.
Oh, there's a
Daisy.
baby.
Cute.
There's a baby.
Aw, good
Hi.
Daisy.
Yeah, she's sweetie. Hey, quit licking Dad's hand. Ugh. Ugh.
Edwin. Hell,
Edwin
how you
in the house had. Hey Edwin.
Hello, Edwin.
Oh, yes. Carrie says, again, after Christmas, Omar art will be on my wall.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah, Omar, you can let me know if any of those Shadowhawk sketches are for sale, dude. I'll happily send you some money.
Snap it up. I will be. Ooh, maybe I won't be on Red Valkyrie's regen tonight because we're doing Apex After Dark. There may be a conflict of schedules.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you had that.
That's fine. They canceled it last night. Usually it's on Friday night, but they backed it up a day due to technical problems or something.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
I
that's
didn't know
okay.
you had that.
That's fine. I know where my co-host duties lie. You know.
We'll probably be like about an hour roughly.
Yeah.
Somewhere in there. Yeah.
So what's I mean, you've been doing shows, when you can, of course.
Yeah. In fact, I was on I was scoping through YouTube. I saw JJ Trujillo's channel. Went on there.
Mm-hmm.
He was showing my campaign. I was like, awesome. I'm glad I'm not the only one looking at my campaign.
No,
I mean,
I've been seeing people checking out your campaign. It was on Malin had it pulled up the other last week.
That's great.
Yeah, you've been getting some exposure, bro.
Thank goodness. Oh, what you got, man?
That was
hopefully it soon translates into sales.
Oh yes, exactly. I'm gonna add a few things on there during the campaign.
Fembat 13 backers right now, $679, asking for $1,000 to get funded. 68% there. 180 days to go. Going to that's good. That's smart. You sent a very healthy, mid-May deadline for the campaign. I think that's very realistic. Thank you for your service, by the way. You are a U.S. Navy veteran.
Yes, sir.
And it was Veterans Day the other day, so I don't know if I got to say thank you, but
oh well, you're welcome. Absolutely. I went to Golden. What do you call it? Golden that one that buffet place.
Golden Corral.
Corral. That's it. Thank you.
Oh
yes.
Yeah. I remember you did that once after a broadcast. You were like, "Yeah, I got to go with my mom. I got to go to the Golden Corral. I get a free." Day, so I forget what that was for.
Actually, no, I went to Bubba's restaurant. Had a double bacon cheeseburger. It was so good.
Oh,
wow,
so good.
Fries.
Yes, Carrie, that's what a gift means.
Awesome. Go ahead, pull it up.
Oi.
Oi. Here we go.
Woo-hoo.
You go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen.
Are you gonna share screen?
I'm gonna share the screen. Just give it a moment here.
You're gonna scare your screen?
I'm gonna scare my screen.
Boo.
What have you been doing today, Shadowhawk?
Boo.
I've been out running errands and shopping for wintertime. So I've got my new pair of boots. I got my long johns. I got socks to last over the wintertime. And
wow,
I saved like $150 today, dude. It was crazy.
Oh my gosh! Yeah.
Well, we're glad your throat's okay.
Much better today.
Oh,
Apex, I don't know if you knew it, but he had an accident at work a couple days ago. And
I remember that. Yeah, the battle bar. Is that what that was?
Yeah, the battle bar.
Breaker bar.
And we're gonna make a comic book out of it.
Breaker 49.
Bar owner. He's gonna fight the town mafia.
That's
he has a mystical bar. He's gonna kick some ass. Battle bar number 1.
I'm just waiting for Gable to send me a rough draft.
That'd be awesome. So you can create comics through unfortunate occurrences.
That's right. I couldn't speak, so I had to create.
You had to create, exactly. Yeah, if you get the Moonlight cover, I got a few backers on the Moonlight cover. That's just nice. Thanks.
They like the tatas.
Get the tatas, and you got a nice, beautiful moon in the background. Some
Were they-
Now you said originally you were going to do that in glow in the dark, or thinking about it.
Yeah, that's expensive.
Yeah, until you
Oh,
find
yeah.
out how much that shit costs. It's not cheap for glow in the dark.
Oh my God, no! I remember doing glow in the dark T-shirts, for Executor, comic book hero.
Unless you
around
do a big major run like DC
Yeah.
or Marvel does.
Yeah.
But now, did you take that into? Was that an afterthought, or did you take that into account when you were like coloring the piece?
Oh, I took it into account. I was gonna make the gold into a glow in the dark gold.
Okay.
Or Tata's glow in the dark. You get her wings, and some of the moon in the background is gonna be glow in the dark.
Well, you know, they do make glow in the dark paint. So if you want to do
Yes.
that on your sketch cover and
Yeah.
like put that up on as a tier, you know, do one or two like that designs.
That's it.
And then, you know, you could have your glow in the dark cover. It'd be just one or two copies, though, a different, you know.
So
and
I
then-
got a question for you. When you did
Yes.
the sketch cover on your tier, how did you get the little mock-ups for the sketch cover? So there's a little mock-up on your campaign. I couldn't figure it out.
I think Justin just did it for me. He took the logo, put it in like a, you know, size of a comic and
Oh,
put it up there, you know.
I'm about to ask him to do it for mine. That'd be great.
Well, great for you.
Perfect.
Great for him.
Homer
Too.
says glow in the dark torpedo boobs.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Gotta have it in there. Hey, all.
Homer says, same to you, boys. DM your address, and I'll be happy to send a little Christmas gift.
Oh, heck yeah. All right.
Oh, awesome. All right, Homer. I'll send you mine
You're
later.
jumping on that like stank, Homer.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Well-
what you have to do.
I reserve that bog piece for myself.
You should. It's a nice
No,
one.
he can do with it what he wants. It does look awesome, though.
I'm going to start a whole new collection of just Shadowhawk art now. So
It's a Shellhawk art.
I
Yeah,
get
you can
Dillard,
open up a
Dillard
freaking
doing
gallery.
some. Yeah.
When you
Good.
decide to retire, you can open up a freaking gallery. You and
Yeah, you
Justin
could.
Belmont.
Yeah.
I might have a few things to throw in there.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have thought about that. You know,
You might have a
opening up-
couple.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I might put a museum in or something. You know, I've thought about that before, especially
Yeah.
at
Dude,
my
that's-
old
I mean-
loft apartment.
With as much stuff as you've got, it would be a pretty good idea to put together a little museum and just fucking, charge like a nominal fee, like $5
Yeah.
or whatever.
Your exterior museum could look like this. Big old background.
Yeah.
Books.
Dude, well, all the production art and everything you've got, you could cover
Yeah.
a warehouse and stuff, dude.
Oh, when I lived downtown, there was like my ceiling downstairs was 18 feet tall. I think
Wow.
it was huge. Okay,
That's
you
crazy.
think a 12-foot ceiling's high? Try 18. You know, I had to get a
18
long ladder to put some of the stuff up on pegboard.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
I had a wall of Pez. I kid you not. It's
You gotta have a
Hey,
16-foot
our wall
ladder
of
just to
die-
change a
wall
light
of
bulb
die
in that
cast.
damn place.
actually a wall of die cast. It was die cast at that time, although I did have a lot of Pez up there too.
Nice.
When you say diecast, what, like Hot Wheels and
Hot Wheels,
Matchbox?
Matchbox,
Yeah,
Yatming, just all. What's some of the other brands? Few Tonkas.
Dude, you know what I saw the other day? Freaking AutoZone is carrying Corgi cars now.
Really?
I bet they're
Yeah.
expensive though, huh? Corgi's always been a little bit more expensive.
You know what? I don't know if this is like a discount line or something, but they're not fully metal anymore. Like there's a lot of plastic pieces on them, and they're not.
I actually
not
saw a
super high
retweet
priced.
of that. They flipped over the bottoms and they said, okay, this is from like 2009. This is from like 19 whatever. And then
That's
You know, they
71.
showed 3 bottoms and they were talking about the less detail. Yeah, they've been I've mentioned this before on a lot of models, and Matchbox is really no more. It's a brand name, but Hot Wheels
owns
owns
them
it.
now, though.
So they're basically Hot Wheels with the Matchbox name on it, and often the only metal in a supposedly die-cast car is the spokes for the wheels. You know, the axle.
Oh,
for the
yeah.
Yeah,
wheels.
the axle on the wheel, which is just a little piece of fucking
plastic
wire.
wheels are. Yeah,
That's
a
true.
wire. Yeah,
Yeah.
basically.
A little
I've got
wire.
models that's the only metal that's in it.
Yep.
Not every model, but they've been introducing a lot more plastic. They went from a 10-pack to a 9-pack and
Oh, wow.
just put like the artwork over the corner more, you
Mhm.
know, in that 10th spot. So
Right.
this has been coming on for, I would say, a good decade, you know, where
Yeah.
probably the
What?
cost of metal going up under Obama.
Yeah, what I noticed on
Right.
the corgis I saw the other day was like the top shell, of the body was
Yeah.
still metal. It had the opening doors. The detail was still pretty darn good. But when you
Bottom
turned it over, the whole bottom underneath and everything is plastic now. So
plastic.
they're
Yeah.
so they're saving
Well,
shit.
you know,
And they're way lighter than I used to have corgis when I was a kid. Those things were chunky, dude. You could
Yeah, they
feel,
and heavy. They're
yeah, that's
kind of
what
like
I'm saying.
dinky
You could
toys.
feel the weight when you picked them up. It's
Oh
like,
yeah,
Oh,
same
yeah.
thing with dinky. You threw that at a kid, you'd put an eye out.
You
Or
kill
oh,
him.
dude, you fucking give him a concussion at the very least.
Knock him out in a coma. I got hit by a corgi, mama.
Yeah. Well,
From the hospital.
Why do you got that tiny little Mercedes emblem stamped onto your forehead?
Right? Have you ever played with those cars and your wheels come off?
I'm squashing
Oh,
your
I
head
hated
right
that.
now.
You try to
Oh yeah, and
put it
old
back in there,
Matchbox
like,
cars,
yeah.
or
Yeah.
the little wire axle would get bent really bad, so the wheels were like sticking out at a weird angle. It wouldn't roll
Yeah.
no more. Yeah,
Horrible. Have you
fucking thing.
heard of Rumblers? The motorcycle ones? They're made by Mattel. That was after,
No,
like,
I
I
haven't
don't
seen
think I've
those.
heard of those.
I used to have them. It was
Carrie
like
says hi, honey.
when I was like 6 or 7, between
hi,
1969 and 1971. They came out
Okay, you're going way
Rumblers.
back. Yeah.
Way
yeah.
back, man. It's like motorcycle. You had the little figures. You put them on the little motorcycles.
Oh, I had those.
I had
Yeah,
some.
I and
okay,
my cousin
yeah.
had.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about something
I did.
newer.
Freaking biker hippie guy with a long spoke, freaking sign.
Yeah, with
I
the
had
chopper.
the one with
Yeah.
the
The top
and
hat? I had that too.
and the dragon wings.
Yes.
Dude, have you seen they're reproducing now the original Evel Knievel stunt cycle with the wind up bass from
Really?
back in the day? Yeah. They're
Why
all
not?
over my Instagram feed. You can get them
Well,
for like
there's
they're doing the
50 bucks.
Mago. They're doing the Mago dolls and all
Migos is
kinds of
still around.
those retro little dolls that are about, you know, G.I. Joe
Mhm.
size or
Yeah.
Star Wars size.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, dude, I'd
mean,
love
I'm
to
telling
have
you,
that little Evel
retro
Knievel
is
stunt
coming
cycle
back.
again. Man.
Yeah, no, they are.
Retro is coming back in a big way. You just wait and see. It will always be a thread, a gold vein running through the mind, you know, of retro, of something in every era. But retro is going to come back hard here, and I would say in about
Well,
a
dude,
decade.
you know what I want to
really
see again too is you remember that you used to be able to get like hot rods or like a motorcycle or whatever, but it had that little zip string in it, and you could frickin' pull that thing
had
out of there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they would sail. And then
Yeah,
like
they
when
would.
my
They would. Yeah.
well,
you
they
could,
Fly
they
out the
kind of
track.
they stripped that down all the way to just a wheel on one of those things when my boy was little.
Oh,
But
no.
those things were fun, man, because you could just zing them off in a parking lot, and they would just bounce around and just. That's insane.
They don't make them like they used to.
No, I used to love those little zip race cars, man. I lived on a cul-de-sac growing up, so we didn't have much traffic. We could just let them go right down the middle of the street.
Yeah.
And why
Not
do
getting
you
run
think
over.
that is? I mean, yes, they're using more inferior materials. Now, I was going to say about the plastic die cast. With the plastic die cast, that's kind of like a draw. Not only is it cheaper, but beyond the cost of that, you can mold, you know, They've
you
got
can
that
probably do.
Rodzilla with the neck. You can't do that. I mean, you could do that in diecast, but it'd be very costly. So, and they don't really make a lot of those original designs. Not those wild designs very often.
Yeah.
I mean, if you get a whole wall of them, like fresh in Walmart, you might find 2 of those Rodzillas. There's not that very many in the box. Now, some models you can find 5 or 6 or more. They're quite plentiful.
Well, they only
But
it's like any kind of toy line. They only short pack certain figures. Usually, like with a superhero line, it's always going to be the female figures.
Usually, I get a Rodzilla because they're just so rare. Compared to the other ones. I know it's like the original models don't sell as the classics. Like if you got a 68 Cougar, you got a Mercury or something that actually existed that someone drove, they want it.
Yeah.
Right.
And not just if you're selling international, or this is the way it used to be. If you're selling international, you had like I don't know, an Audi, some kind of. I'll tell you, in not Madagascar, it was it was somewhere in the Orient. They must drive Land Rovers because they would pay big dollar for Land Rovers. Land
Rover's been big over there for a long time.
Yeah. And so people buy I used to have that. That was my first car, or I'm driving that now. They want a little model of it, So but if you've got like an original Hot Wheel design, they just don't sell as well, although they look cool, and kids snap them up because they look so cool. But really, on resale, they don't do as well as the actual models that existed. Now, some of the actual models weren't owned very, like the Roadrunners and things like that. Not everybody had those. So some of the muscle cars sell good, but not always,
Well, I know some of those, like the original Hot Wheels, when they used to do like the Cars of the Future, or like the, remember like they had the Bloody Red Baron one that had the Nazi war helmet on it with Spike on it.
Yeah.
They had that on the Rumbler guy too.
Big money now, man.
Yeah.
I think I've still got an original from the 70s. Now, it's probably not a first issue of that car because they started that design very early in the late 60s. Hot Wheels came out in 68.
Yeah.
Year after I came out.
Yeah.
Cool.
And Elsie
can
get on here and talk about that because he and his brother both had a set of those. And then they had the wheel, the case.
Yeah, I had that when I was a kid.
I used to have one of those. Yeah.
I had one of those, and then I had the Darth Vader case for Star Wars figures.
Oh my God, you did?
Yeah.
Oh,
dude.
Well, just
I had so much Star Wars stuff, man, and my mom got rid of it all.
Darth Vader's set is right up there above the shower, if I'm not remembering wrong. Let me see.
Darth Vader?
I had to turn around to look.
You have a Darth Vader collection case?
Okay, yeah. It's sitting down. It's actually right in front of the thinker. It's on top of some Bibles.
I think I've seen that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just laying flat. But that's the Darth Vader case right there.
The live flag is in my way.
There it is. Aha.
Ooh, panoramic. Ooh,
Let's
what?
see your room. Look at this
freaking warehouse.
All these collectibles.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's a bunch of collectibles. My whole house.
So much.
Think of the whole house. Draw. You used to draw a little square with windows and a little peak. When you were in grade school, and maybe some of you still draw that way. Anyway, just fill that space up with collectibles, and that's my house.
You could charge admission for people to go through. Yes, $10.
Actually, when Elsie's come over a couple times, I've taken him upstairs to like what I call the collector's room, which there's a couple rooms packed with collectibles. But I would take him on a tour, just like you're talking about, and I would say, and this is blah, 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 blah. And for 2 hours, we'd go on tour through my collectibles, and I would just talk about, now these, there was only 5 of these made, blah, blah,
Rex, you could
whatever. We would look at all types of stuff.
Yeah.
We just hang, and I would show off my stuff to him, and then when I go over his house, he does the same thing.
An idea time. You can make short videos, short YouTube videos. Just every once in a while, just go over to the little phone camera. Hey,
I was thinking today, on my phone right now, I had the eclipse that happened. I actually filmed the eclipse. I actually put the camera on the sun when it was safe to do so.
You could do.
So I need to download that for sure. I've got a couple of videos.
Download that.
Yeah, start doing some shorts. It'll help the channel.
I might put us over 500.
You could,
dude.
Make some little short
we're
videos
close.
about that.
We're only 60-something away. So
when I look at Apex was like one away of hitting 800. Is that right?
I'm 800 right now.
Oh, you're 800 right now. Okay,
congrats, dude.
Yeah, and you look at his streaming numbers, you can tell he's got like an average of like 75 watchers on average, per, and some of that's rewatch. I'm sure some of our numbers are rewatch.
But it don't matter. A watch is a watch, dude, as long as it counts towards the algorithm. Yeah, but YouTube likes it when you do the shorts. They like do. Ethan's been saying that for years now. He's like, if I'm doing shorts, my channel grows and grows. As soon as I start doing a bunch of live streaming, fucking YouTube beats the crap out of me. So.
Yes, on Mike's channel this past Sunday, we had the Human Torch versus Namor, the original meetup.
I'll have to go and watch that.
I did a very sassy Namor impression.
Oh, that's right. I forgot you were doing a live read on that one.
Live read. Yeah, I was doing Namor and Michael's doing Human Torch. It's crazy.
Back in the 60s, Marvel reprinted that Golden Age classic very early on in Fantasy Masterpiece.
There's a story right behind it. Carl Burgos and Bill Everett. They took him. I think Martin Goodman was, of course, in charge at the time. Says, boys, we need to have the Human Torch versus Submariner. We need to get it out in a week, or actually over the weekend. So they had 6 or 7 different artists, and then they had 4 different writers. They're up in a hotel room for the entire weekend. They ordered pizza, alcohol, that coffee, just for them to stay awake.
Other assorted goodies.
Yeah. So there's one guy that was sleeping in the bathtub, inking a page. All kinds of stuff happening in that room, man. So the past 3 or 4 days, they finally finished it up that Monday morning, turned it into Martin Goodman. Says, good job, guys. So,
and that's how the crossover, the first battle of 2 superheroes happened.
Yeah.
It was a brilliant idea, to combine the 2. Because wasn't it because you had 2 stories separate, right? That needed to be done, Submariner and Human Torch, right? But they just combined it into a lengthier story with both of them in there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With a whole host of artists and writers working on it. That's cool.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah. Again, what is it? Something is the necessity of invention, mother of invention.
Necessity is the mother of invention.
Necessity is the mother of invention. And a lot of my best ideas come from that.
That's right.
And yes, I pointed that out yesterday, I believe, or the day before to Apex, is that you really need to pin the
link. Yeah, you're right.
Link up there on your X so that you can see that.
That's reminded me to do that.
Yeah, you can go into settings or whatever. It's fairly easy to do. Happen in a
Homer
second.
says, "Do it now, Max Chanel."
Yeah, you do it now. Yeah, he could do it while he's on stream. It's not that difficult.
Beat him out.
And I've got to change out my trailer, and that's more difficult on YouTube than it is on X to put a link. And I still haven't done it for my campaign. Which you think, okay, it's still got the Ashcan campaign trailer up there. Not a bad thing. But when I first Comix, he went over to my YouTube channel and played the trailer to the Ashcan and not the current. So yeah. Exposure,
Exposure.
So we've talked about everything under
Homer, I saw you post a backer number earlier. Did you just back earlier tonight?
Hey.
Oh,
Well, I'll update it and see.
Where am I?
Unless it was backer 14.
File.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's
All right. Backer 14, 71%.
Oh,
$712.
hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell, I'm
Sorry, I
good.
didn't see that on
Refresh it.
Oh,
Refresh.
backer 1400 oh, that's on mine.
Oh,
Wait
a
a minute.
devil
You
flyer.
got a backer
Oh.
number? How'd you get a backer number?
Oh, yeah, 14. Yeah, you backed it. Nice. Thank you, Homer.
Well, that's on Devil Flyer.
Yeah.
Or,
I'm
well,
at
he said Devil
71%.
Flyer.
I'm at
Well,
71%.
maybe Homer said devil flyer, but he meant
Well, maybe.
Yeah.
Some
I'm
bad.
confused as hell,
Yeah,
man.
backed it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm lost. I'm lost now too.
Now
I don't
I'm
know
going
what
to
the
have to
fuck's
check my
going
own
on.
campaign to see if I took a bump. If I'm not, I'm going to
Thank
be
you.
really disappointed. We've been at 61 backers for a while. Getting
Yes.
ready to renew it, though.
Thanks, Homer.
Oh,
Fuck,
Homer
fuck.
says 14,429 on Fembat just now. So he backed them both just now.
Are they
Hell,
giving
Homer,
backing
you're,
numbers?
you're awesome, dude.
You're awesome,
Are they
Homer.
giving
Thanks so
backer
much.
numbers
God bless
now?
you.
I guess so.
Yes.
Finally.
He did. He backed both. He backed you. He backed me. Thank you, Homer.
Thank you,
Homer,
Homer.
you are shit, dude.
Yeah.
You're the man. God bless you.
Bro, I'll tell you what. You're gonna send me something. I'll send you something. We'll talk out the air, dude. But
Yeah.
if you're a fan of Cyberfrog, I think I can send you something that
You
might
can
make you
manage
happy.
Can hook you up, and if he can't, who could? He owns stock in the
Cyberfrog. He did.
62 backers, $3,617.
Nice. Very good.
Yeah.
If not, we can always figure out something.
Oh, sure. I do like that John Dillard Devil Flyer. It's cool.
Yeah, Dillard's
Oh,
double
yeah.
flyers.
Yeah.
Dude.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I've been working. Actually, I slept today. I must say, I whittled away today, but I did give her a bath last night.
Good.
Ooh, you know what,
It's
Rex?
really good.
Sorry, I just had a great idea when Apex said how much he likes that Dillard Devil Flyer. You've got the 4 different color variations of the. Remember, he gave you 4 different colors to choose from on the cover.
Right. Yep.
If you're doing a trading card set, dude, you could put that out as like a limited little mini set within the set, all 4 cover variations.
Well,
That's
you're
an
talking 9 cards. That's 4 right there, or 3 really viable ones. But I mean, not to poo-poo on your ideal, but now I would have to pay extra for that. You know, I've actually asked Dillard about that before. You know,
Well,
I mean,
Dillard's a
he did
professional.
only
He needs to be paid.
huh?
I said Dillard's a professional. He needs to be paid
Oh,
by
went-
everyone but
Yeah,
Yellow
he went
Flash.
above and beyond.
yeah, right. Come on, Yellow Flush. Hey, Dillard.
Come on, Yellow Flush. What the fuck? When are you gonna? Has they even launched that thing yet?
I don't know.
I don't even think he's
No.
launched it yet, dude. He's
Is he
just
not?
sitting on it.
He's just sitting on talking about it without launching it.
That's not. I mean, you're thinking that's an extraordinary thing. Right now, Dillard is coloring the book.
Oh yeah.
He's
I don't
coloring
care.
the page.
The artwork is done. Everything is fucking done except for the coloring and the lettering. You should be launching that campaign and building money right now. He's waited now. It's almost too late. Now you got to wait until after the first of the year because nobody's going to be back in books right before Christmas.
Exactly. But I mean, I think you're more invested in it than Yellow Flash. But I mean,
I just want to see Dillard do well, man. Fucking
I get
Flash
ripped
is
off.
fucking him.
I get it. But if Flash says I want it 100% ready to go for field,
No, it's bullshit.
I mean, you can poke holes in it all you want, but I mean, it's his campaign. Look, I'm just saying from my experience.
And Dillard made the deal, so that's his own fault. I get it. I'm just saying, there's no fucking reason not to launch the campaign. You got 60 days. If it's being colored right now,
Dillard's getting paid for the colors. I think, as he goes along.
Yeah,
I
you
don't think
better.
he's doing it pro bono. I mean, it might be.
Yeah,
I don't know.
is that a separate part of the original contract?
I look,
I
maybe
don't
you're
know.
talking to the wrong guy. I'm
I
not
haven't
Dillard
seen the
Drawn.
contract.
Maybe
Well,
we'll get on you Monday.
I'm not
exactly.
Dillard's lawyer.
That's what I'm
All I'm
saying.
saying is I have said on the Devil Flyer story for like 3 years, the Grave Tales for 3 years. I mean, there's been stories that I've had done for like almost 3 years, and I've
Yeah,
said
but
on.
you said on them because you weren't ready to try to launch a campaign yet. You didn't have the money, you didn't have the following.
Yeah,
Fucking Yellow
yeah,
Flash doesn't
yeah,
have
and
those
had a little
issues.
bump in the road called Big King.
Yeah, well, Yellow
As
Flash
well.
hasn't had any of those issues, bro. And he's got a
Right.
huge fucking channel.
He does.
Oh yeah, that's
There's
why I'm
no-
saying he
if,
doesn't
if,
need the money.
if the project is fucking 3/4 of the way done, there's no reason for him not to launch that
But you're
campaign.
saying it could be making money. I don't think that's a factor with him. He doesn't care to sit on it until he's ready to launch it, and
Yeah.
Well,
that's
that's great for
decision.
Yellow Flash, but it's not so great for Dillard. I gotta
No,
drop
it's
out and come back.
Okay.
Okay. Little echo there. He'll be back. Thanks, Shadowhawk.
That tunnel.
Anyway, I was trying to make this point earlier. There are some rare colors, just like there are in Pez stems and stuff. Every now and then you'll have a worker that mix this plastic with that, and they would run a little batch of like, odd colors that are very rare now because those things. I'll tell you why Pez are collectible. They're character driven.
Yeah.
And they were seen as disposable. You use it, you throw it away. Mm-hmm. The original Pez box regular made in 1947.
Oh, wow.
There's only one known to exist, and it was found in the trash. I have had a similar experience with a fishing lure from Head and Lures. It was about this long. One of the first plastic lures ever made. There was only 26 made in the whole fucking world in the United States. Okay. Wow. So I had that going for me. It double treble hook about like that on the lure. Little eyelet, little bent head. So it was a top water lure, went like this across, to attract the bass. It was made for the first bass tournament in 1954.
Oh, geez.
Only 26 made. And I found one where? On a trash heap in an old little Plano fishing box with some more rubber, worms and things like that. But that one fishing lure. And it turned out, and I actually fished with the thing. Didn't ever catch anything with that thing. But it was one of the first plastic lures ever made. Worth $1,600 back then.
Damn.
Back in the 90s. Back in the early 90s. Yeah.
Wow.
So it was the holy grail of fishing lures, and I used to own it. I actually lost it, fished with it, lost it. It got hung up on roots, fished it out later.
Wow.
Oh, I thought about it while I was kicked out there and trying to come back. So you guys are right. Fuck Dillard. Hey, Lorenzo. Yeah.
Fuck who? Who are we fucking?
What?
So you guys are right. Fuck Dillard. He made his own bed. He can lie in it. Yeah.
That's
I got to give it. Dillard's got a good business acumen. He gets things done, and he knew going in. He did know going in. He talked about it on this channel more than once. In fact, we got EFAP twice by Ethan. Remember? Having Dillard on that when it was a big news thing. And he was saying, Ethan was saying, Yellow Flash, pay your people.
I just hate to see Dillard get screwed, man. I like
if you go in with your eyes open, you make a deal. Knowing him, he probably signed a contract. He knew going in.
Well, I hope he said
he said, I'll have to take commissions. That's why I gave him as much commission work as I could afford to price things out and get things done.
I mean, and here's the opposite side of the coin too, because nobody knows what the details are. But if Dillard's 40% is 40% of the entire
back to talking about fracking
of the IP. That means he can take 40% of it for as long as that IP lasts, and he doesn't ever have to draw it again if he doesn't want to.
Yeah,
Because
we're
he
wondering.
owns
Yeah.
40% of the character, one way or the
Now
other.
that is the most interesting thing you've made in your argument. Not today. I mean today and in the past is that
I've said the same fucking thing before, Rex. It's not my fault. Your memory is like a fucking goddamn cheese grater.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. You've said the same thing, and that's the most interesting thing you've said in your argument for publication or release of it at this time. That, yeah, I mean, once this hits, I mean, I'm kind of grateful it hadn't hit because the prices go up after it hits. Dillard won't need the money.
And maybe that's
it's good for me and other small creators that are actually commissioning him now. Later, once it releases, that kind of put a fire under my ass this year to put more John Dillard in my book.
Yes,
I mean, if it does well, and I hope it does, Dillard's going to be able to charge a premium price for his work, and why wouldn't it?
Yeah. Right. And so, I'm looking at it from that standpoint of, more John Dillard artwork in my book, and I get him to do more things for me in the meantime. And you're looking at it, this isn't fair to Dillard. Yellow Flash
I really think it's going to work out well for Dillard one way or the other. Because if anybody ends up looking bad, it's going to be Yellow Flash. It's not going to be Dillard.
Well, I think you also made the point, Shadowhawk, that you strike while the iron is hot, and the iron is not as hot as it used to be.
Right. And
which was months ago, earlier this year.
Right. But that was due to Yellow Flash deciding that he was going to suddenly disassociate himself with CG, and he shut down the room and all that.
That was stupid.
That was not a good look. A lot of people got pissed.
Yeah. Gable. It's going to be awkward.
Hey,
if
Gable's in the house. All right, Gable, I'm waiting on that first draft, my friend.
First draft on, what's
Breaker Bar.
Breaker Bar.
Yeah, Breaker Bar. Yeah, I would want to remember that thing,
We're going to make this thing thin.
When I worked at the printing company, I was telling Shadowhawk, we had a spindle on the printer line that sort of where the covers, went in and whatnot toward the, where the glue pot was. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the excess, the little bit of excess glue would go through there, and there's a rotating bar there, right? And it would wrap around, string that out like almost like cobwebs, and you would have to take a flat blade with a handle, almost like a cake decorating, implement, and
like a
scrape that bar. Well, I was scraping it toward me, and it slipped and hit the bridge of my nose. Could have put my eye out.
God!
It did bloody my nose right there on the bridge of my nose. And
dude!
Ouch!
Accidents can, Shadowhawk, in a factory setting, you can't wear any jewelry.
No.
Hell no. Dude, yeah, you don't want to.
there was a woman break a couple ribs because she was pushing on the forms into the, hopper too hard and broke her ribs. I mean,
damn.
Accidents can happen, bad accidents, especially in automated when it's just running.
Gable says,
things.
Before.
Hey, Ray.
Gable says, I got you, Shadowhawk.
Awesome, Gable.
And
then I think that's going to be Breaker Bar issue number 0, and then Breaker Bar issue number 1. Breaker Bar and Shadowhawk team up.
Oh, I want to read that. Ooh, that'd be cool.
And now it's Death from Above.
Death from Above. It's the Shadowhawk.
Blackheart versus Breaker Bar.
I might have to go.
Blackheart.
I'm gonna have to figure out. Hawk of Shadows or something. I'm gonna have to change something. I don't want Jim coming after me.
Jim Valentino's. Unless you get his blessing, you know.
Well, dude, I actually talked with him, and I was on in a chat, and he saw my icon and everything, and he was like, "Oh, that's cool," and he but that's not like having permission.
Right, to actually publish something with Shadowhawk.
Well, knowing how what a fan of Bog Gable is, let's let's show the Omer glitch drawing.
Oh yeah,
Bog.
check this out, Gable.
That's
This freaking
cool.
bird. I like it. Oh, look, you got your leaf right too, Rex.
Hakatua.
Yeah, but they're not leaves. You know, that's what.
Well, they're
I mean,
twigs.
I don't have a
Yeah,
problem with it. I really don't. That's how Doc Blaylock. I told him a couple of twigs, and he put leaves on them, which is fine. It was spring.
Wait a minute. All right,
Bog
Homer,
was feeling
now we're
horny
going
at the
too far.
time. And the mighty battle brick.
Breaker Bar is gonna be more of a what do you call it? Like a vigilante, like a anti-hero, like Punisher or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
That's why him and Shadowhawk end up teaming up, you know.
Yes, the Shadows of Hawk, or how you want to call him.
And actually, Omer and I have already talked about another idea for a weapon in Shadowhawk's arsenal.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I gotta discuss it with Rex and get his okay.
Oh God. Yeah. Okay. The pencils down piece here, getting
That's
the letter.
Cool.
There you go.
Well, you think about it, you saw it in an earlier sketch that Omer did.
Right.
Well, I'm going to show those.
Okay.
Here's one of Shadowhawk. K-Toys.
Oh wow!
I'm coming for you.
I love that.
You better fly, bro. That's all I got to say. You better fly.
I'm flying fast, my friend.
Yeah. Run away! Run away!
I'm hitting Peregrine Falcon speed.
Yes, Peregrine speed.
You know, Omer glitch.
That's part of my arsenal of powers. I have all of the bird power.
Yes.
Omer's style reminds me a lot of Apex's, actually. You know, kind of his style.
Maybe. Oh yeah. Wow. That's
Hail, Jonas.
That's a cross between
What's happening, brother?
Batman, Shadowhawk kind of thing.
Shadowhawk talks, yeah. Oh, you know what? We might have to put this character in with Omer's permission. You know, we might have to have a battle. You know, have him show up in the Devil Flyer Fembat story. You know,
that's interesting.
Yeah. Hey, he could be the villain. You know.
That's wild.
Would Shadowhawk like to be the villain?
Yeah.
I can go either way. I can be anti-hero, you know.
That's more anti-hero.
Like the first time, you know, Spider-Man meets Daredevil, he thinks Daredevil's a bad guy. Daredevil thinks Spider-Man's a bad guy. So
yeah, didn't have like a 25-page fight throughout the comic book.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Like old school stuff.
It's like a double size, man. It was like 64 pages. I'm like,
hell yeah, dude. Fucking awesome. But I mean, that's old school, you know, like comic book lore, you know. That's tropey as hell, but so what?
That's why we're gonna make Devil Fly versus Fembat epic like that. You can
still make tropey cool.
Fuck yeah.
Quote me on that.
Yes.
You can still make tropey cool. You can quote me on that.
Yeah. You can.
This is another early fan piece he, you know, did a couple years ago.
Oh wow!
That he colored recently. He did this back in 2022. That was some of the first fan art to come out. Jonas did a piece as well.
That's nice.
Yeah. It's good to see fan art, and it's especially good to see fan art going all the way back to 2022.
It's amazing to have people like, you know, drawing your characters.
Oh, yeah,
I'm so fucking honored by all these guys.
Speaking of Jonas,
and who am I? I'm just, you know, a co-host on a show.
I do have 2 X accounts, Jonas.
You're
I know
one of the biggest backers I know.
Well, and that too, but
yeah.
I work one and not the other.
Yeah.
It's Shadow's character. Do what you will, he says.
Oh yeah.
Okay, we might consider that. The Devil Flyer.
Everybody has my permission. You can use my character however you want to, whatever kind of interpretation you want to do. I have no problem with it.
Oh, absolutely, Carrie. We would
Absolutely. I'll
And
bring him
again,
on.
Omer, thank you for backing Devil Flyer
Thanks for,
today and
thanks for backing Fembat.
Fembat over on
Hell,
Sunlight
Omer,
Comics.
you are a rock star, my friend.
He is. Absolutely.
Sing us a song.
I want to see Halder
What?
do something on one of these
Halder,
campaigns.
you do the Fembat thing
Yeah,
for me,
he's
Halder?
doing a Garbage Man,
Yeah.
Aaron Lepresti.
Dude, that recreation he did is fucking amazing.
Oh, it's
coming
awesome. I
along.
saw that.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Fembat now at 14 backers, $712, 71%.
Woo!
Thank
Yeah,
you.
baby.
Past 70%.
Bringing those bulletproof boobies to life.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So we need to talk more before we get out of here. A little bit about Fembat. We haven't done that yet, really, in
Okay.
detail. We got the wraparound cover here, which is inspired, I know, by Power Comics #1.
Yes.
What kind of talk about how did what does Power Comics #1 mean to you, Apex?
I saw that cover in a comic shop in LCS back in Tennessee when I was living up over there. And I was like, what is this book? So I bought it. It's like an anthology back in like 1977. And earlier writings of William Messer Loebs. It was, he later wrote Wonder Woman and The Max, among other titles.
Oh yeah.
And Image of DC. Yeah, this is the cover for Power Comics #1. I have it all framed up.
Oh,
so
wow,
did you
dude.
take that off your comic?
No. I made a print of it.
Oh, okay.
I made a print of it, a copy print of it.
Ah, okay.
And I
That's
framed
cool.
it. Yeah, look at that. That's an homage to it.
Yeah,
It looks
yeah.
like
Power Comics
indie.
very early on in the indie scene. Late 70s.
1977. Yes.
Yeah,
I love it.
Star Wars year comic book. There you go.
Well, dude, back in the 90s, you remember when Vampirella had her 25th anniversary?
Oh yeah.
They were doing all the foil covers. There was a red one and a blue one, and I think like a silver or gold one. But
Right.
the blue one was the shortest run that they did.
Yeah.
But I actually bought an unstapled copy of the blue cover, the
Really?
wraparound cover, and yeah, I've got it all glassed up and framed like that too.
That's crazy. Yeah,
Yeah.
I had to frame it. I love that cover. I still have that copy of that book. I'm like,
So
Yeah,
why
that's
did that
one.
make an impact on you? Was that the first wraparound cover you saw?
no, it wasn't. It looked intriguing. It looked so indie-like. It's like these guys weren't really professionals. These guys
kind of
were
like a
indie
jam
guys.
cover, right? Where
It's
they
like,
go.
yeah, it's exactly. It's like a jam cover.
Yeah.
I mean, this one it took me by storm.
Yeah,
I was
it's
like,
cool. There's a
wow,
lot. There's a lot going on
there's a
there.
lot going on in this cover. You can notice that it kind of it you read it this way and it goes back all around to over here.
Mm-hmm.
It reads
So
like
it's
Yeah,
that.
circular, yeah. So it keeps you focused
Circular.
somewhere around
Keeps
the
you
binding.
focused on it.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, wow. I just
Yeah, I
threw it
actually
back.
bought a copy of Power Comics #1 thanks to you bringing it up.
Yeah.
I think either at the end of last year or sometime earlier this year, I bought one
Yeah,
off eBay. Still
That's
fairly
great.
affordable for an obscure low print book.
absolutely. I mean, it's out of
Yeah,
print.
that's
They printed
cool
this-
looking, dude.
Yeah, they printed a second print of it. Not as good as this cover, of course, but this is the one they-
Lorenzo,
this is
he's
great.
feeling a little spicy
Reach
in there.
around, reach
Well-
around, kind of giggity.
I just want to say this. I was saying retro is coming back. Well, okay, you can
Yes.
predict the future of future events somewhat just by looking at your culture, right? Okay,
Right.
what do you think's going to happen in 2027? If I say it that way, you're gonna go, well, I don't know. 2027, I don't know. Okay, think back, say 50 years. Star Wars. So
Right.
sci-fi stuff is going to be big.
Yes.
I can predict probably in 2027. It's certainly Star Wars. So a lot of pop culture focus is going to be on sci-fi stuff. So if you
Right.
want to do a sci-fi book,
Mhm.
you can kind of time it out to hit at that time, right?
Oh yeah.
Well,
just-
dude,
there's
we're kind of doing the same thing with horror right now, right? It's like
Yeah.
we're vampires have come back in a big way the last couple of years. Then we're gonna get some really good werewolf movies coming out.
Which
And
is
then-
where I was. That second part of that, where I was heading, which was your public domain characters. What's going to be coming into public domain?
Oh, dude, there's gonna be so much good stuff.
I
Coming
know
out.
Superman, although they're not going to
Dude,
want that.
And you look at Billy Tucci's new She campaign that he just launched yesterday. Everybody go back, Billy.
Yeah, Billy.
Gatecrashers, I believe it's called. He's using like Miss Fury and some of the other old school public domain characters along with She now. And she's like traveling. It's a cool concept for a story. She's traveling through different comic book universes and time periods. And she's got to like find her way back home or something. But in the meantime, she meets up with all these other cool characters that are like public domain. So,
absolutely.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah,
and it's fucking it's Billy. I mean, come on.
You gotta love Billy, man.
Fucking Billy's that little son of a bitch. I bet he would knock the shit out of you if you pissed him off, boy.
Oh, of course, man.
He's a little fire plug.
Powerhouse, man. Oh, I tell you. I gotta hear his stories. So great.
I think we've been streaming over the fifth annual Nobody Gives a Damn Awards. Isn't that 6 p.m.?
Oh, what a fucking shame. Oh shit. Is that tonight?
Danger Vanessa?
We got to go in there and flood the chat with votes for John Malin.
Okay. I gotta get out, guys. I've got Rick Piper to come on his stream.
Is that what you said? Is that Amanda B's channel, Rex, or is that Vanessa?
Amanda's the one that posted it on X, and here's the trailer for it.
All right, let's see the trailer.
All right.
Shoot me the link on that thing.
Nobody gives a damn.
That is tonight, folks.
On Danger Vanessa's channel.
Nobody Gives a Damn.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. And what time's that coming out?
6 o'clock.
Central?
I think it's going on now. That's Eastern. Yeah.
I need to. Right. Yes, thank you. Send me the link there.
Well, say the magic words, Apex, and we'll get out of here.
Hey, everybody, keep collecting. Ciao for now. Bye.
Hello.
Back Devil Flyer. Back your indie creators.
There you go. Absolutely.
Back everybody.
We'll save it for tomorrow. Bye.